alivio muscular, masilosina, vitamina.
Since tomorrow's Valentine's Day, I wanted to do a festive take on the gluten-free apple pie. I had this heart-shaped cookie cutter already. This looks good. I think this will be enough. I'll put the rice flour crumble on top. I already covered the hearts in cinnamon and brown sugar. I'm just going to place them directly on top. And sprinkle the leftover brown sugar. It came out delicious as usual. Hello everyone, today is Tuesday, February 17th. Happy Lunar New Year. I remember recording last Lunar New Year actually, which is pretty amazing to me because it proves that I've been consistent on here for at least a year. I'm a bit nervous because I don't know what this vlog will look like. I had initially wanted to record me making a Valentine card on Friday. I was out on my walk and got a text asking if I could cover 9 to 5 that same day. You know, I've been talking about it. My shifts have been getting cut, so I just jumped on the opportunity to get more hours. So all of that to say, I was not able to record anything. I worked on Valentine's Day. It was so insanely busy at the restaurant. It was kind of fun because I was just building cake boxes and putting cakes inside. And then afterwards we went to the city. We walked by Anmei and the line was crazy. We were able to make it to a little sweet treat and got some candy. We went to Toy Tokyo. I left with nothing, which is pretty rare, so I'm proud of myself for that. And then I thought it would be a nice gift to bring my sister some candy as well, so I went back into a little sweet treat and made a bag really quick. It was just too hectic and overstimulating. I hadn't seen that many people out in so long. It was kind of a nightmare, so we just decided to head back. I worked my last shift at the restaurant yesterday. I'm leaving on Friday for 16 days. I'm going to Massachusetts. This time will be a bit more difficult than usual, so from today through Friday, I'm just going to work on making sure that I'm grounded and that I have the tools that I need so that I don't get super overwhelmed there, because it will be intense. I didn't even want to record this today. I really just wanted to deep clean. I just figured that while there's some light, it's supposed to be cloudy and rainy throughout the week, that if I get this part out of the way, at least the beginning of the vlog will be done. I just want to come on here and say hi. I'm pretty stuck, if I'm being honest. I'd like to record something before I leave here, but I don't know what that could be. Maybe it'll be a craft. We'll see. It would also be nice to just have something to edit while I'm out there, because I will have some downtime. The next time you'll see me will probably be in the car. I don't even know if it's running right now. There have been a lot of snowstorms since I've been away. So yeah, I hope you guys are all doing well, and I'll check in with you then. Since I picked up that shift on Friday, I didn't have time to make a Valentine's gift. I wanted to make something before I leave. I picked up this heart DIY keychain from Daiso a couple vlogs ago. I'll start by tracing the heart to use as a template. This shape is harder to customize. Okay, I trimmed off too much on one side and not enough on the other. Let's try this again. It's a little big, but I'll score it so we'll get the exact shape to fit. Let's keep going. You said analog? I think this pink paper is cute. Jackson wrote me a haiku in his Valentine's card, so I wanted to try to write one as well. I was going back and forth on whether I should show this because it is quite personal, but why not? I haven't used this typewriter in a while. It always takes some practice to get back into it. As you can see, I'll need a few attempts to get this right. Alright, I'm gonna cut this out to see if it fits. It's too long. I'll just follow through and cut out the other lines. I really don't want to print out the lettering. We can make this work. I'll just cut up the sentences to fit. I think I'm happy with this. It still reads as a haiku, I think. Let's cut out the paper I want for the background. I'm going to trace it on the back so there are no pencil marks. It's a little too big. I'll use my nail to crease the edges. Time for glue. I already forgot the placement. Okay, it looks good. Let's work on the other side. I made a sheet of various images to print on Photoshop. It's a harder shape to plan out, so I cut this viewfinder. Should I do this photo of us? I'll put X's on the ones I like best. This is from a gift I gave Jackson. I'm super obsessed with it. I think I'm going to go with this image. It's so sweet. Let's trace it on the back and cut it out. It fits well enough. I'll use these tweezers to square the edges. I picked up these glitter stars from Daiso with the intention of putting them in the keychains so you could shake it. I've seen this work when I did a keychain workshop. Let's see if it works here. I think I'll go with the silver. Okay, definitely no movement. I think the inserts are at a max capacity for closing. Let's put these away. I'll keep one, why not? Okay, let's close it shut. It does feel a little too thick, but I think it'll hold up. In my opinion, this is super cute. I'll give it to him later tonight. I hope he likes it. One of the items on my bingo card was to relearn hiragana. I started taking Japanese language classes in 2019 because I wanted to move to Tokyo. Life circumstances and COVID put a pause on that, so after a year and a half I stopped practicing. I've had these charts of hiragana and katakana since I started the classes, as is evident from the coffee stains and tattered edges. Once I get the hiragana down, I'll try to relearn katakana. Hiragana is the basic Japanese phonetic script. I picked up this writing book from Kinokuniya years ago and it's never been used. Of course I got it from Moomin. This will be perfect to start learning again. We'll start out with the basic 5 syllables. A, I, U, E, O. These characters feel familiar for sure. I'll write out each set 8 times, then try to do it twice more from memory. Let's cover this up and see if I can remember without looking. Okay, great. Let's move on to the Ks. Basically, from here on out, we'll add the initial syllables to a letter. So this row goes ka, ki, ku, ke, ko. I want to find my notes that had images to help remember the character. For example, the ki looks like a key. Same thing. Let's cover it up and see what we can remember. Okay, great. Let's move on to the S's. Sa, shi, su, se, so. Looks good. In order to help me remember them, I like to practice them out of order so I can see what I actually can retain. Next to the T's, ta, chi, tsu, te, to. Moving on to the N's, na, ni, nu, ne, no. And H's, ha, he, fu, he, ho. I need to sharpen this pencil. Okay, now I'm just gonna practice what I learned. I think I'm gonna stop here and get back to cleaning. I'm going to bring these coloring books back with me. I'm making sure I have everything to help pass the time. I got a lot of these from Tesso Life. I want to make a spring collection of beadings. Tulips are my favorite flower and I want to make some patterns. I have downtime in the evenings here, and I finally feel settled enough to string the loom. I'm going to count each one out. This one is only 10 strings, so it'll be quick to bead. This larger pattern is 20 strings. I'm not sure if this will even look good when beaded, but I want to see it through. This one is 16 strings. I'm not sure if this will be good because of all the negative space. I decided to do the 10 string tulip. It came out pretty cute. I think I'm going to make a lot more of these.
Look at that. Beautiful spring action.
So fast.
That's extremely hard to put.
So fast.
That was first exam.
Oh, nice with the filling.
Yes.
Looks great, Mom. Beautiful.
That's it.
Love all these buildings, they're really awesome. The plastic ones, the plastic ones with the seal. Let's see. Is it nothing for nothing? Dixie's a superior brand. Let's say $8
I can't do this. Oh no, no. Ta-da! Hi everyone, today is Friday, March 6th. This is my last full day here at my parents' house. Tomorrow makes 16 days. I thought I would have more opportunities to film, but yeah, it's been non-stop pretty much the entire time I've been here. Yeah, I don't even know if I'll be happy with this footage, but I just wanted to give it a shot because I know I haven't recorded anything talking. I guess I can do a little recap of the last 2 weeks. As you saw, the pillows came out at Supreme. I had no idea that was happening. They bought the actual piece for me last year. I filmed it. It's in an earlier vlog, but I had no idea they were turning it into a physical item. So that was interesting to see, to say the least. It looks amazing and it's very me. I hope I can secure one. I asked if they could send me one and I have no idea what the status is. We can't find it, but they said they'll make sure that I get one. Looking forward to that. I haven't been doing any vlog editing. I've really just been trying to deal with some legal matters, estate matters. It's stuff that I've been avoiding for years and it just can't be put off any longer. Yeah, getting that going. And I do feel good because coming here I felt very baby and I really didn't want to start the process. I luckily had the help from my uncle who advised me like what direction I should go in because he did it recently for his parents. Yeah, that just opened things up and we're at least some sort of percentage in, so that feels good. But yeah, I can't believe I've been here for 15 days. Before I had some clips at TJ Maxx. That was the first time I left the house in 12 days. I went to do my parents' taxes and I just walked to TJ Maxx afterwards. The car that I'm sitting in right now has not run since I drove it last time, so it's been over 3 months of it sitting in the driveway. It was completely covered in snow. I showed some footage earlier. Basically, this entire time I have not had a car. Plus there was a blizzard and it just snowed so much. What else did I do here? John picked me up so I could return the taxes signed. We did a Savers really quick. It was a bad one and I knew that going into it there was nothing there. And then we went to Costco and we were on such a tight timeline. We had like 45 minutes for John to get back to his house because he was getting his windshield replaced. So we pretty much supermarket sweeped it in Costco. It was like 25 minutes to be there, essentially. So yeah, that was pretty fun. And we got to try that new mint sundae. Oh, there's a squirrel. Which was really good. I also got a glizzy and yeah, I just felt a bit nostalgic because I remember being a kid and eating there with my parents and it just made me sad and I wish that my parents were in good enough health to do that again. It's also hard to film and pick up items from Costco because it's insanely heavy. I had a good time. I think John had a good time and that was the last time I left the house. Tomorrow I'm going back to New York, so I'm looking forward to that. I really miss my boyfriend and we have a lot of Love is Blind to catch up on. I had initially gotten scheduled for only one shift at the restaurant when I returned and I freaked out. I thought they were secretly firing me. I built up all these stories in my head, but they actually just made a mistake for when I was coming back. I've since picked up 3 additional shifts, which makes me feel good. It's hard to not work for 2 weeks, especially trying to pay my new higher rent. I'm glad I have those shifts. I'm ready to get back into the swing of things. Yeah, I'm proud of myself for not emotionally crashing out here because coming into this, I had so much anxiety. I just didn't think I could handle it. I just felt like really emotional, but it turned out better than I had expected. I'm thankful. I'm also trying to stay off social media as much as possible. It's very hard. The news is very addicting at the moment. I feel insane. I'm pretty sure everyone else does. I did watch the Resistance Report last night. I'll link it below with John Elmer. If you don't watch it, I highly recommend it. It shows the perspective that Western media isn't showing, like the truth. Yeah, it was just interesting to get to know what was going on and see the strategy behind everything. I hope that this comes out so that I can have a little talking part while I'm in the suburbs. Jason Tatum is playing his first game tonight after 10 months off. I doubt I'll stay awake for that, but that's exciting news as a Celtics fan. This vlog is probably going to cover over a month. Sorry for the delay. Very thankful I survived. Not too many tears, which is amazing. And I'll check in again with you when I'm back in Brooklyn. I've never filmed me making a poke bowl because it's usually too dark in the evening, but thanks to daylight savings I thought now would be a good time. This was a last minute decision since we ended up at Sunrise Mart and were able to get tuna. They didn't have too much produce, so we picked up a bag of small sweet peppers on sale at a grocery store near me. I was hoping these would be just as good as the bell peppers, but I didn't like the texture. They do add to the visual appeal, however. Now for the Persian cucumbers. Jackson prefers a circular slice and I prefer rectangles. You know, a different mouthfeel. So I'll cut them up 2 ways. Next I'll cube this avocado. All the different textures make it a more fun experience. Time to prepare the tuna. I got a new bottle of spicy mayo because I believe the one I have is expired. I love this pre-diced fatty tuna from Sunrise. It comes out to around $7, which is half the cost of Wegmans. I usually get scallions to put on top of the whole bowl, but since there are some here and we want to save money, we figured it would be enough. I can never use all of the scallions up anyways, though I should just cut them up and freeze them for later. Now I'll add the spicy mayo to taste and mix it together. We got a bad night's sleep and I was exhausted, so we decided to pick up sushi rice from a local restaurant to make this quicker and an easier cleanup. We prepared this dish again the night after because we picked up 2 portions of tuna, and I did make the rice then. It came out similar and I'll do this moving forward. It is hard to beat convenience, especially when feeling low energy. I have to get better at this. And now we piece the bowl together. These are my manchichi chopsticks I got at Don Quixote. Next we'll add the avocado, the baby sweet peppers, tuna. We also picked up this ginger from Sunrise. I'll use these Totoro chopsticks to add. Look how cute this soy sauce is. I ran out and this was on sale at Sunrise today. Pour on top and the bowl is complete. I really could eat this every day. everyone, today is Wednesday, March 11th. I'm back in my apartment in Brooklyn. I got back on Saturday. I hope I keep the footage that I filmed in the suburbs. I wasn't really happy with it, but I want to get a little less precious about my talking segments because I feel like it delays the release of these videos. I was uploading the footage that I had recorded yesterday and I noticed that this vlog has gone on since February 7th, so it's been over a month. I guess around a month because February is so short, but anyways, I want to end it today. I don't know, it feels weird being back. I'm happy, but at the same time, I went straight into working. Today I have some time to myself. I had therapy. I went grocery shopping. I picked up the pillows from Supreme. I think I mentioned this in the last talking part, but I never received the pillows in the mail. I had them sent to Jackson's house while I was away, but it turns out they didn't ship it at all. Luckily, there was one put aside for me. Yesterday, Jackson and I went to Sunset Park. We had a really rough night the night before. It's just been hard to sleep for some reason. Little bouts of insomnia. We were supposed to go to the Bronx Zoo, but the Bronx Zoo is just a journey. Sunset Park is also a journey, but it's a little bit easier to do because it's in Brooklyn and the N is pretty quick. It runs express during the daytime. Yeah, we went to 8th Avenue, did that Chinatown. It was so busy. And then we walked through Sunset Park, the actual park, which I had never been to. It was really cool and you could see a view of the water, the Statue of Liberty even. It was a really nice park. It's definitely just a bit further out for it to be easy to get to. That was nice. And then we went to Industry City. First time I haven't bought anything at Daiso. I didn't even look at Book Off. But yeah, we got some stuff to make poke bowls. I just wanted to film that because I had never done so and I make them pretty regularly. Whenever I'm near a Sunrise Mart, H Mart, or Wegmans, I like to get some sashimi for poke. So that was delicious. We got 2 things of fatty tuna, so we'll have that again tonight. I can eat it every day, for real, if I'm being honest. It's my favorite meal. It's very simple and it always tastes great. I'm talking way too much, but I do want the vlog to end today so I can start a fresh one and get this out to you. I am a bit stressed. I don't know. I am having a really hard time staying off social media lately. I just want to know what's going on. I don't know how useful that is. I wish there was something actionable that I knew that I could do to help, but nothing has really made itself known to me. I did a fundraiser for Gaza. I just made more flag beaded charms. If you want some, they're still up. It's pretty bad right now. I feel like I just want to make myself useful in whatever way I can. I'm going to spend the rest of today editing and then Jackson's going to come over and we're hopefully going to watch the Love is Blind reunion. I can't believe this season's over. It was entertaining, that's for sure. But yeah, I'm just gonna relax tonight because I'm back into work again tomorrow. It's been nice to have some sort of income. Yeah, the money is just running out a lot quicker than usual. So maybe now let's open the pillows on camera. Maybe that could be fun. It's quite large, so let's try it. It's quite massive. I don't even know if I want to open it. I'm just going to keep it for my archive. But it looks pretty awesome. It's pretty crazy that they're able to match it almost exactly. The texture of the furs and stuff. So, very cool. I'm stoked I got my hands on one. I was really nervous I wouldn't be able to. Thank you as always for taking the time to watch these videos. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you aren't already. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.